Well, I've definitely been hitting it hard because of the bonus this week.
You've been hitting it hard. You.
Wait a second, does that apply to the Argus reputations too?
Yeah, I was getting 112 earlier today.
You.
So, Rob, what you're telling me is that last wipe was one of the new mechanic is what wiped us?
No, that was the old mechanic.
It's like the basic, like, the hammer went down over there, so this
So,
side needs to
Rob,
avoid
what
the
you're
little
telling me
swirlies,
is that
and none
last
of us
wipe
fucking
was
moved.
one of the... Well, let's give this another poll as soon as everyone's ready. Give it a timer.
I'd do it, but I don't have permission still.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Who's pulling?
1.
Go.
Let's check your color.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. 4,
Dot.
3.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Fuck.
What was that?
Yay, Fury, we died.
Unstable soul.
So, Beo, it told me behind middle on the fell side.
2 stacks.
High five, Makita.
Oh no, it wanted me on the light side.
All this thing says is camp. Like, every time this thing says camp.
It means do
Really?
It means
That
you
means-
need to sit in the corner, aiming down your sights at a door.
Yeah. So anyway, what the fuck does that do?
When it says camp, it means you're not actively searching orbs.
Means you need to do more DPS.
Yes.
So
This is hilarious to listen to.
take whatever colors you can, Jack, that are yours, but fucking like don't actively hunt them. Yeah.
Yeah, just note healers that I was assigned one of the non-camping spots that time, so it can happen, unfortunately. I was so confused.
Sorry, I DC'd. Can I get a res?
Yes, it's probably not going to work though. Yeah,
Res pending. Rip.
I'm gonna have to run, son.
So Jack and anybody else, are you all clear on what camp means?
Camp?
When the weak aura tells you camp?
I'm not clear on what it means.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And I trust you all enough. I'm not going to force you to stand on a line unless you like screw up the mechanic like several times in a row. But I trust I mean, all of us here tonight, I think you guys are all good enough that you could actively search your own orbs, but just realize that when you're camp, you don't have, you're just not assigned. So just find orbs if you can, or you can just stack right on the boss and just DPS your heart out, whatever you want. Just know that you don't have any responsibility is what it basically means.
That weak aura that you had us download, that will tell us to camp?
Yes.
All right.
Let's see if we can get to the transition phase, though. Like, let's see if we can not trigger Unstable Soul within the first 3 seconds of the fight.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. I mean, it's good to ask questions now, you know, and better than when we're 50 pulls in. So if anybody's unclear, you know, whisper an officer, we can make it known to you. Alright, give it a timer, Tanks.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check your color. Be on the right side. Jin, taunt.
Beware.
Somebody get this fellow over off me.
Okay, so I was mistaken. The new Phase 1 mechanic, it's not a swirly, it's a circle. So, like, if you remember Avatar, right? There's the Unbound Chaos, which is like the green swirlies underneath your feet, and then there's the Touch of Sargeras, which is like a circle you stack in. So the new mechanic looks like the Touch of Sargeras. It's a circle, and range players, melee players need to get away from that. Range players need to get close to it, and that's how that works. Okay, so does everybody know what I'm talking about when I say Touch of Sargeras versus Unbound Chaos, swirly versus circle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Another example is the
Eye of Ashara.
host, Desolate Host.
Yeah, that's the other one.
In the spirit, the last phase, you know, stack in is circle, move out is swirly. So the swirly mechanic is just the heroic mechanic, and then the circle is the new mechanic for Mythic, where range players had to like get the orb. What happened there is there were no range. Melee we were all spread out, and ranged were nowhere near because melee were kind of running in every direction, and it attached to a melee player. That's what killed us. So melee, to make things easier, you might want to stand, like, you might want to stack like closer to the pit. And then when the swirlies start coming down, we kind of move towards the tanks, and that will make it so that we can all see the circle spawn, and then we have, you know, more places to go, and so that range can come in and get that orb.
So just to be, sorry.
I was just gonna say we had some people dancing around the fucking like rear end of the boss. Please don't do that.
Just to be clear, range soaks the circles and dodge swirlies, right?
I mean,
so
I don't think
there's two. So there's gonna be. She will spawn an actual orb on the. It'll target a range player, and it's gonna be so like if I'm wholly ranged, so I'm on the wrong side, right? She's gonna spawn a fell orb that's gonna target a ranged player and chase after them. So ranged wholly that are on the wrong side have to move as ranged, or I'm sorry, as the melee come back to pick up that orb. And then the opposite happens. So in melee, an orb of the wrong one will spawn, and ranged on the wrong side have to scoot up. That's why we have to stand on the wrong side, is because the opposite color orbs are going to spawn, and they target the wrong colored person. So that's why we're on separate sides.
Right. So just so everybody's clear, the new mechanic in Phase 1, the circle mechanic that spawns an orb, it doesn't always happen on a side. It's not exclusive to sides, it targets players. So we have ranged DPS players on the opposite sides as the melee DPS players, right? So ranged DPS, I know that we kind of went over how you're in charge of soaking the orbs, but not if the orb is not your color. Does that make sense? If you see a circle spawn, you're holy, and the circle is green, you need to avoid it, and a melee player will need to come back and catch it. And if you see a circle that is your color, then you need to get towards that, and melee need to move away. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And as far as swirlies on the ground go, it's the same deal. If it's not your color, you need to avoid them, and if it is your color, I don't know if there's a consequence for like the heroic mechanic. I don't know what happens if a holy player stands in a holy swirly on it.
Like when that one that got on Rob, I tried soaking it, and I figured it'd just follow me and everything would be hunky dory, but I stood right in the circle and it didn't do anything to me.
How does that pull? The cone wasn't even at her. Alright, so you can inbox me, COD me some, a 10 gold message.
Oh.
It's my fault. I actually come back and master res everybody. That's all
actually
me.
5,000 gold.
5,000 gold? Yeah, I could cover that.
Per person.
Yeah, I got that. Let's go. I'll put it in the G bank. How about that?
How about that?
Or what was that you were saying?
If you're gonna soak the orb, the little circle that spawns, you can stand directly in it and it's not gonna do anything to you. Like you're not gonna take extra damage or anything. So don't be afraid to stand directly into the circle that's spawning.
And you did say the heroic mechanic, the swirlies. If a player of the same color gets hit by a swirly, there is no consequence, right?
Yeah. As far as I know that I've seen, like I watched somebody stream this today, and they kind of didn't give a shit. But I mean, they might not have even been getting hit by it because I can't even. It's hard to see sometimes based on perspective.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the assumption that the swirlies, if you are the same color as the swirly, getting hit by it is. There's no consequence. I mean, the same principle applies to all the mechanics in this fight. If it's not your color, then don't touch it. But that's pretty much how to simplify it. So if you see a circle and it's not your color, get away from it. And if you see a circle and it is your color, get towards it. Because it'll give you a buff if it's your same color, and it will give you death if it's not.
Well, that's what I got from the Fat Boss video. Like, if the melee are on the green side and they have the green, buff, then all the circles that spawn over here are going to be holy buffs. That way the range go up and get those.
Well, it's not always, because range players might get targeted by the circles, and melee players will have to go back and grab. Because, the circle mechanic just targets players of the wrong color.
Right. Yeah, it targets the wrong color people.
So, since we have ranged DPS stacked on the wrong sides, or I guess it's not the wrong side, because it's the opposite side, they might get targeted by the circle mechanic, and melee will have to handle it. So, just be on your toes, watch for the circle mechanic. Let's give this another poll. We just need to get in the flow of when and where these mechanics happen.
So the cast you're looking for is spontaneous fragmentation. That's the one where she's going to spawn an orb randomly on the wrong colored person, and it says that it's going to chase the person it's targeting for 10 seconds, and if it's not absorbed, it's going to explode and wipe us anyways. So it's imperative that you soak the orbs of your color. But that's the cast, is spontaneous fragmentation.
So watch for that. I think everybody's ready. Just give it a timer, Tanks.
Five, 4, 3, 1. Four, three, two, one. Beware.
Spontaneous
Chagrin, you gotta move
fragmentation
up.
coming up.
Screen, melee, get away from it.
2, 1.
Perfect.
Beware.
Infusion change coming up. Alright, get to your lines.
Oh, the fuck.
Can't just run into people with different colors.
Yeah. Hey, 4% progression though.
I have a soul stone. Don't run back. I have a soul stone.
Crap.
Oh, where's one of those nerdy healers?
So just a quick note, if you're on the side that matches your color, you need to be in melee range. Because all the range players are going to be the opposite color. And for the transition phase, range need to move to the outside to start, so that melee can take the quick inside route to get to the boss faster. So please move out the way so that they can run up into melee range on the boss.
You guys got that? So, when we're, just to reiterate what Caster just said, transition phase is happening. Range players move to the outside so that melee players can run past you and then move back to your assigned spots. This is the transition phase. Does that make sense? Everybody get that? Just tell me now if you don't get it, because we'll explain it until you do.
For some reason, they wouldn't let me res.
Okay, yep.
Just don't move when you
Yeah, just
res
be careful
Psychom.
about moving.
No, I'm saying like, oh, here it is.
Don't move, don't move. Okay.
Living on the edge.
Alright.
I think Asclepius said he needed time. Or maybe I'm hallucinating.
You did
It's
say
hard to
2
tell.
minutes.
I'm back. Sorry, my it's blocking my girl's car in. She couldn't leave for work.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Check your color.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Fell melee. Thank you.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Holy shit.
That was a lot better, guys.
Yeah. Really just can't afford to have extra bombs.
Up goes the Raiders.
I have a soulstone.
I'm not releasing this time. Wait, that's... Oh, that's okay.
He just waited until I released to say that.
What is that nasty fucking mod you have?
It just kind of hurt. I've got nothing, but
It's the natural look.
Well, it is No Shave November.
Ugh.
Shit.
Jeez, who keeps pulling this damn boss?
Sorry, I didn't actually realize where we were. My bad.
Damn it, Frosh.
We're at the front of the room.
It's always something with you.
Oh god. It's not my fault. It's actually Sigrid.
You can put the blame on me.
Well, he's over here giving Caster the
I'll
business.
take that blame from you.
Is that one song?
Yeah, I love that song.
With the Rag and Bone Man.
I'm listening to a lot of old songs. I was just listening to Sean Kingston. By the way, you're too beautiful, Greg. That's why it'll never work. And you're thick.
He's the thickness.
You like them light-skinned girls with the shorts on that say juicy on the back. Just strutting in the rain.
Jeez.
And it's hot pink too.
Come on, Psycom, you gonna get down with the thickness?
You ever want to make a guy uncomfortable? Just call me thick.
No, not really.
You used to being thick? Walking
Yeah,
down
I'm
the
a
street,
druid,
ass just
so-
turning the corner.
5,
Yeah, I'm a big
4,
owl, so.
3, 2, 1.
I said darn.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Alright, watch for the thing.
Uh-oh.
New mechanic.
Holy light! Holy light! Holy light!
4, 3,
Nah.
2, 1.
Was right in the melee and holy side.
There's a holy orb in the back.
Ooh, I didn't make it back up.
Neither did I.
All right, transition.
Hey, check it out. Alright, we're gonna do a little exercise here.
82%, best pull.
We are going to do a little exercise, and that exercise is going to be we are going to not DPS. Healers will heal, tanks will do their thing, but DPSers, you guys are just going to watch the ground, because we have died to that mechanic like every time now, besides that one time where we quickly died at the transition. But we all need to know what that looks like, and I just watched like 3 holy players just stand in it when it was fell on their side. So we all need to recognize what it looks like and when it comes out, so we can see this new mechanic. And if you guys are paying attention to your rotations, then you're going to miss it. So we're going to pull this boss. Tanks will tank, healers will heal, but DPS, I just want you to stand on your assigned sides and look at the ground and wait for that mechanic to happen. When somebody sees it, call it out in vent so that everybody can look at it and see what it looks like, okay?
I'm down.
And real quick, that time I think Jen had first aggro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we try to be a little more consistent? Whatever tank is going to go first, just let them always go first.
It's random. We change colors all the time.
Yeah, because they get. It depends who gets what color.
Right.
Whoever has the light debuff is going first.
All right, don't DPS, guys. Just wait for your color assignments. Go to your sides and wait for the mechanic to happen.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Pre-pot.
1.
Stop casting.
Stack on your correct side.
3, 2.
Look, there it is.
Beware.
Yes. Do you guys see that?
It was in Phil, right?
It was on Fell. Do you see it? Wait for it to happen again.
One more on.
There it is. You see it? See how there's a green orb over on melee side right now? That's the mechanic. Okay, so range would need to step forward there and grab it, and melee would need to move away.
And melee, when you're dodging the swirlies, strafe. Don't run front and back.
Hey, you're still supposed to jump in the hole when you get the bomb, too.
Yeah. I mean, handle
people look, they're confused.
Handle the mechanics like normal. We're going to do another poll without DPSing so we all can really get a clear idea of what this looks like. Because, I mean, it happens. I mean, how many times it...
Get wrecked.
God damn it, Polo.
Hey guys, I found Maiden. I thought I was on the other side of the room. Circles are confusing, leave me alone.
So, handle your mechanics like normal, just don't DPS. I just want you guys looking out all over where we're standing, where those circles are spawning. And, because you guys need to be doing that when we do this for reals, you need to be doing that while doing your DPS. So, you just need to be watching the ground constantly for circles and moving away when it's not your color. So, tanks, just go ahead and do a timer. Don't DPS, healers heal. If you get bombs, jump in the hole like you would normally. Just handle all the mechanics without doing any damage. And I just want you guys to look at the floor.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, get to your sides.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Watch for the circle. There's a holy circle on Fell side. Holy circle on Fell side. Good job. Range got it. Perfect. Just like that. Watch for the next circle. Fell circle on holy side in the melee group. Range, catch it.
Sigrain, you gotta move.
Beware.
Holy circle on melee side.
3, 2,
Whoa!
1.
Wow. See, we're not even DPSing and we're still fucking that up. So I weep for us when we're actually DPSing this boss. We
Well, and that's the
up
thing.
2
It's
out of
like
the
a
3.
15-minute enrage timer, right? So, like you said before, it's not a DPS check at all.
It's an 8-minute enrage.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, though. It's very exaggerated. Like, it's not going to take us that long to kill it. Not with the DPS we have.
And when the range players have to soak, go as a group because we all get the buff just like the orbs in phase 2 in the transition.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all soaks too.
But yeah, so with that circle mechanic, 1, we need to know what it looks like, which is what we're working on now. 2, whoever it's close to, whether it's close to the range of the melee, whoever it's like a danger to, you guys need to get super clear, and you need to get clear super fast so that the opposite players can come catch it for you. So look for that circle, and when you see the circle, you need to get the fuck away. You need to give like a ton of space so that circle can get caught. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if you're slow at all, then you're gonna fuck it up. Because if it's a green circle on the holy side melee, and one melee player's just not paying attention, standing in the middle of the circle, there's not much range can do because they can't like get close and try to catch it anyways because they'll just trigger the bombs anyways by being opposite colors the player who's just standing there. So like, I mean, this is what Fat Boss said in their video, and I'm saying it now. This fight is, you know, simple. It's not a DPS check like we just said, but the hard part about this fight is that the mechanics have to go perfectly every single time. We're gonna have to do this about 3, maybe 4 times. You know, like 3 transitions, 4 phase 1s, and if we don't do it perfect every single time, it's a wipe, as you have seen. So, like, we really got to get used to this circle mechanic here.
The nice thing is there's no, you know, if we get it down here, it's just this repeated every time. There's no, like, hey, phase 3 is going to be worse because it's just this every time. So all we got to do is get this, you know, up to the first transition right, and we've got the fight.
Exactly. So let's give it one more poll, like, not DPSing and just trying to perfect that, that circle mechanic. And then we'll do some for reals polls, okay? So just one more. Just bear with me. Let's get a handle on this mechanic, and then we'll do some real polls. Go ahead and just give it a timer, Tanks.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, stack on your sides. There's a fell circle on a holy player. Sigrain, you missed it again. Oh.
What?
You were too fast. You guys left
really
too
have
fast.
to wait for that orb to, like, spawn.
Fell. So did you see that? Okay. What happened there is range didn't get close enough in time on that third one. It was a fell orb on the melee holy side.
I got that fell orb as soon as it spawned.
Yeah. So like it attached to me because I had the little orb over my head, indicating that it was coming towards me. But Castragosa intercepted it. So just be aware of that. If it does attach to a melee player, or if it attaches to the wrong color player, you can still intercept it, just like the Kill Jaden orb. Like you can still run in and grab it. So be aware of that as well. It doesn't have to attach to you, and you can intercept it if it's attached to somebody else. Does everybody get what I'm saying there? Because I know I'm kind of like shitty at explaining things sometimes, that I get too wordy, but like I just need you guys to understand that.
If the orb matches your color, fucking grab it.
Yep. If it attaches to the wrong person, don't panic. Just whoever it's attached to, if it's not your color, just kite it for a second and let the right player soak it.
Yeah, so like when that circle does spawn with the orb that's coming out, make sure you wait to actually intercept it. Don't just assume that you soaked it and then move away from it.
Just like the Armageddon.
Exactly. Just about to say it.
Alright, let's give it a for reals poll. Everybody DPS your hearts out, but catch the orbs perfectly. And this mechanic, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to be able to call it out super effectively. I don't think anybody really is, because it happens super fast. So, I mean, this is going to be personal responsibility. You guys are going to have to be on the lookout for it without somebody telling you, because it just happens so fast.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for the circle?
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Holy and for holy on holy God.
4, 3, 2.
Fell melee.
1. Beware.
Holy melee.
Holy orb.
Grab it, grab it, grab it.
Oh, I can't grab it.
Do we have a soul stone or something?
Yeah, I do.
All right, from here, let's just keep pulling fast. We don't need to talk much in between pulls. Now, let's get like 3 more pulls in. We'll take a break and we'll...
How long are you expecting those pulls to last?
About 45
I'm gonna let
seconds.
you go with that one, Sinjin. Did you ever get Destiny 2, Sinjin?
I haven't got it for the PC yet. I still got it just on
Hurry
the
up,
Xbox.
maybe Raiders.
You only need 6.
Well, you lost a core spot. Because we only need 6. I'm just playing. I love you, Sinjin.
All of you too, Saigon.
Haha! As if you ever didn't.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch for the orb.
3, 2, 1.
Fell orb.
Fell in.
Fell on triangle.
Holy on the fell side. It got Psycom.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Ooh, holy
on.
Fell on triangle. Oh wait, fuck.
Alright, don't hit nobody. Oh, somebody got...
Like, when those orbs are dropping, y'all gotta get out the way, too.
That was my bad. I thought I was in
Or
the...
run back with them or something, because we're running straight into melee to pick them up.
Another suggestion: melee, be at max melee range, like so that
shit.
the fucking range can get up there in time.
Yes.
I mean, it's not even like getting there in time. It's like having to dodge people to run to get an orb. Like, it's, you know what I mean. Like, we're trying to avoid getting unstable soul while getting the orb. So
Then just make a hole. Melee split to the sides, and the fucking range go right up the middle.
Exactly. And if we're standing at max melee range, that gives us even more space to get out of the way melee. So if we're DPSing max melee range, the circle comes out, we can move in and to the sides. Does that make sense? And that'll make it a lot easier for range to get in and catch our orbs. So, Psycom, I know I called your name out. It's not just you. I'm just saying that it attached to you, and that's not necessarily your fault. That's
okay.
It could have been range's fault. It could have been other melee's fault for standing in the way. Just know that I'm not like calling you shithead.
Is there an alert? Is there an alert when you get focused by a orb or no?
No.
No.
There is. I mean, there's a visual alert. You'll have an orb above your head when it's chasing you.
like it attaches to you. Like there's like a line going from the orb to you that lets you know it's following you. But other than
Do you
that,
have
no.
like a run point or a
Like it really shouldn't be up long enough to follow someone. The problem is like just people, like if you're not soaking the orb, get away from it so that the people who can soak the orb can actually get to it.
Yeah, but if that person is just running somewhere, then you're not going to know where to run from. Could be running straight into them.
All right, so here's the visual cue. Whoever the orb attaches to, first of all, like Castor said, we shouldn't even have time to notice who it's attached to because it should have already been soaked. But it may not happen like that. You know, mistakes happen. If it does attach to somebody, you know who that person is because you can see an orb above their head of that color. So, like, if it was a holy orb on Fel melee side, right? And let's say it attached to Grakul, you would see a holy, like the holy orb, you'd see that above my character's head. That's the indicator of who the orb is chasing. So you would know, I need to intercept that orb for Grak. I'm going to go, find the orb and intercept it. I mean, that's the way I've been looking at it. I mean, I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but I definitely noticed that. So if that's the case, look for the player with an orb above their head. That's the player who it's chasing, and try and save them. If you are that player, run along an edge, like the outside wall or the inside wall. Just run somewhere where it can easily be caught. Thanks, Cleppies. Are you good now?
I am good. My game time freaking expired.
All right, give it a timer.
Bjornen's giving out free game time.
With interest.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On your side, watch for the circle.
3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Beware.
Fellow on trying.
Watch the swirly. Fel orb, holy melee.
3, 2, 1.
Good job.
Beware.
Holy orb on.
Watch out for the bombs in the ground. Oh, those are pets. Never mind.
Okay, look at your assignments.
Oh shit! Don't bump into nobody.
Yeah, don't run into people.
Phenomenal.
I'm just gonna trank just because.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. We need to be like 100% faster. Range, you really got to get to the wall. At a range player in the middle there on the Fel side, and it's causing problems. So,
in the middle, melee can get by.
Inner is the one closest to the hole, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So hold on a second though. I have front outer that time.
On light, yes.
Correct, right. But ranged was entirely Fel on my side, and they were spread equally from the wall to the hole. I couldn't get by.
Yep, that's the problem. So ranged, when the transition happens, you guys need to move to the wall, and by wall I mean the outside wall. Just get to the wall, because you guys don't have to travel that far, and let melee pass you. Let melee and tanks pass you, and healers, and then after they pass you, then you can occupy, the lanes to catch orbs.
So we did a really good job not bumping into anyone. So good job on that. But for healer's sake, we really need to try to expedite getting over there. That way, we can stand in healing rings. We can, get a trank going that's going to hit everybody or whatever it may be. So, do that perfectly like we just did. Just a little faster, please.
Yeah, that's what we just talked about. The ranged were occupying the middle of the lanes, and melee couldn't pass them to set up faster.
I was just letting you know from a healing perspective what we were kind of seeing.
Yeah, we definitely need to get to the other side faster.
Caster. Give it a timer. Alright, watch the circles again, guys. We're really good about circles in that last poll, so keep that up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch the circle. Fell circle on holy side.
Beware.
It's attached to Asclepius. Watch circle.
Group up fell side.
Fell circle on holy side.
Spread out.
Beware.
Holy, get ready to dodge.
Look at your assignments, or not.
Rip.
Correct.
I know we're not used to it, but melee, you guys just need to haul ass on the inside of the circle, okay? Just go in the middle of this, or not in the middle, in the center, by the ring, or by the pit, I should say. You run along there as fast as you can to your spots, and range, you just move out of the way so that melee can pass you. And I know that we've done this boss so many times on Heroic, we're kind of like just going on muscle memory, and we need to not. Because people are just turning around and hauling ass and bumping into a bunch of people and stuff, so.
And remember, range, just all we're really having to do is go to the wall and get out the way because we're going to be behind everybody anyway.
Exactly.
The melee on fell side was really, really spread out. If it says camp, you're just a melee, like, you guys gotta be a lot tighter. Because the holy people that were behind you, I couldn't even move, y'all were so spread out.
Yeah, nerds.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Get to your side. Watch for those,
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Gotta be Fiesta.
I believe in you, Gum.
4, 3, 2.
It's the kill right here.
Hey,
No,
Riz.
you too.
Go and battle rest someone?
No, I won't. Fuck you.
He did though.
I was just saying we were gonna
Yeah, I did.
win that pill.
I almost had it though, guys. Super close. I just want you all to be proud of me.
Wrong button, sorry.
Do that all the time.
I'd be more proud of you if you watched the video, Gum.
What video?
The strat video.
Strat for what?
Cool, Dan.
Go, you're Dan, big boy.
Slay.
I'm just going to assume caster's ready. Give it a timer.
3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2.
Max melee range.
1.
Watch for the circles. There's one in. Yeah, jeez. Need you guys to watch for those. Holy on the fell side. Somebody grab it. Perfect. Fell on the holy side. Right on the puppy.
2, 1. Beware.
Holy on the fell side.
Oh, fuck me.
Perfect.
Sinjin.
Not the time go.
Move to the right, fell. Move to the right, fell. Oh well, sorry, Allie. Hope this doesn't kill us.
Mere mortals cannot comprehend. A sacred charge to serve the master. Your world's hope dies with you.
We can blame that wipe on ass clap.
What? How? I kited my orb perfectly. I waited till my bomb went off and I went in the fucking hole. I was like, damn, I did that shit right. Although I did stand in the thing, so I fucked that up. But
I went down into the hole with you, and we exploded. And you bumped me back behind my fucking
Saw me
area.
contact, 'cause that would have been weird.
Bjorn linked another weak aura. So if you guys want a nice weak aura that shows the timers for the things, download that. In fact, I highly suggest it. It does, but apparently we're having a hard time because we're missing at least one orb every time we pull this boss. So
I'm downloading it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Greg. I sucked that orb just fine.
was it the right color orb?
Fuck no, it wasn't. There was a fucking mushroom and it died. I didn't even see that bitch.
This is the pull.
I feel it.
Alright.
pretty much, Polo.
Doing a ready check. So Alt tab back into the game from your porn. You click ready.
But the photos aren't going to jerk themselves off.
Still download during a fight, a pull.
It's still downloading. How long do you got?
Wait a second.
It's at 6,000. I need to get to 10.
All right,
60%.
Let me know when you're ready.
Fucking use numbers with me and shit.
So what that one is, it's a sliding bar, and it has the abilities icon and name, and it just slowly is dropping down. Think like the New Year's ball dropping down till it reaches 0. It just slides down, so you can see them as they're coming down the pipe, kind of.
Down the pipe.
Yeah, it's an up and down pole, and it just slides up and down it. You know.
It's got balls too.
Okay, download it.
All right, give it a timer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, cool.
4.
All right, watch for the circle.
2, 1. Beware.
We did not watch for the circle.
Found it.
Was everyone just kind of staring at the new add-on?
Yeah.
I was.
For fuck's sake.
Nope.
Hey, that's a pretty cool week.
It's pretty cool, though.
Let me guess, it's called Detonator? Is that the name of that week, or?
Yeah.
Polo.
Yes.
Marco.
Your mug doesn't match.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. You do you, boo boo.
All
right.
This is what my mom laid out for me this morning.
Oh.
Let's give this another poll, and then we're gonna take a break here after this poll.
Can we take like an expansion long break?
Can you shut your slutty mouth?
Get wrecked.
You're so close to it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, watch for a circle. Watch your feet.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Wait, what?
Alright, people.
Holy orb. Holy orb. Holy orb. Holy orb.
What the hell? Why didn't any of the melee
There's
come
another.
back?
Move screen.
Oh
So much
jeez,
time.
that's a wipe.
Beware.
What melee was on holy just then?
I was
Because
on.
not a single one of you walked back for that orb.
Well,
melee and I was on holy side.
I caught the first holy orb that went out on holy side, and then there was another holy orb that went out on holy side, and there was a fel player standing right in the middle of it, so I couldn't catch it. So here's the deal: for calling out those orbs, we're just gonna have to call it out by the type it is and the side it's on. So we're all used to star side being holy side and green side being the fel side, right? So if it's a fel orb on the fel side, you'd say fel on fel. And that would indicate that melee players need to catch it, right? Because it's the fel orb on the fel side. Melee players are stacked on the fel side if they're fel, so that means they need to catch it. Does that make sense? Or if it's a holy orb on fel side, you'd say holy on fel. That means holy orb on fel side means range DPS need to catch the holy orb. Do you guys get what I mean by that? Because I need everybody to understand this because I'm trying to watch for the circles and I can't see them sometimes. The boss is in the way. There's other mechanics going on I'm trying to dodge. I can't see them every time, so everybody's going to need to know how to call this out, and we're all going to need to understand how it's being called out so we can react.
It may be a little bit easier to call out like star fell or something, like the actual shape instead. I don't know. That might be easier for me. I don't.
Then we gotta change it if the maiden teleports to the other side.
Right. So you say color of orb on side. Okay.
So like HF is holy, right? Holy fel. That's pretty much what you said earlier, right? So you got holy
right, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Which
so you say
range pickup.
So you would say if it was like a green orb on the star side, you would say fell on holy.
So
who picks it up?
I'm just gonna say letters though.
Then melee would pick it up.
Range.
Exactly. So if the color of the orb, I mean, we all know the mechanic of it. We just need to know. We need to come to a consensus of how we're going to call it out because. I mean, this is going to be the responsibility of the team to call it out because it's kind of hard to see on the fly and it happens really fast. So, do we want to say holy on fel? Do we want to say HF, FF, HH, FH? Do you want to say letters? Do you want to say...
Definitely not.
I mean, I feel like holy on fel is the most efficient, saying the orb on the side, That's probably the easiest way to say it. Does anybody disagree with me?
Yes.
I don't disagree. The only thing is it's a lot of talking, and there's a lot of communication that has to go off for everything to be said. So, not that I'm trying to push my way, but if it can be said shorter, then it's more clear for everyone to communicate, right?
But when you've got the same two letters in 4 different combinations,
that's why you listen.
Not as clear.
You're gonna have a lot of people saying the same thing. Like,
yeah,
You'll have someone queue up at the end of someone else saying it, so you'll have HF. and someone's- Yeah, like
yeah. But if we can't say it quickly enough, and everyone's talking over everybody anyway, so I mean, I'm just saying, whatever system is going to work, let's try to do.
All right, well, we'll try it the way I said it. If we need to move the
what
letters or
system
something,
works? Just open your eyes. Like, seriously. Just, like, it's really not that hard.
right? Of course, exactly.
honestly-
but I mean, let's be honest though. Like, let's be real here. Like, it's not as simple as that. Like, things are going to happen. We're not going to be paying attention. Call outs help. You can't deny that things being called out helps. You know, and obviously, it would be better if everybody just paid attention and caught it. But it's not going to happen, which is why we have to come up with a system like this.
I mean, call-outs do help in a lot of cases, especially when you can see it coming. But there's no way to predict where those orbs are going to spawn. They spawn too quickly and too frequently for call-outs to be consistent. So it's supposed to be a simple mechanic, but you're complicating it for the person who has to call it out. And if they get it wrong and people start relying on those call-outs, then it just goes to shit. Like, it's better if people just learn the mechanic.
I agree with that.
Like, it's not I could see if it was something that was like predictable, like calling out when people needed to drop their murlocs on Mistress. Like, that's something you can see and predict exactly when it's going to happen and who needs to do it. That's a good call out. But the orbs here, there's like no way. There's just
all right.
no way.
I get it. We're not going to call it out. Okay, we're not going to call this out. Open your eyes, guys. Let's see how it works. Doing things as we've done. Let's see if we can get to phase 2 like this.
Hey, Greg, you seen that thing I was with you?
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, what?
I mean,
break?
Yeah. I'm sorry. We're breaking.
Welcome to BlizzCon!
There's nothing like this anywhere else in the world.
Right, Lights, you're going to do inner, please. Navlan middle, Robin outer. Dib, you're on inner. Gref, you're middle. And Nile outer, please. Give these bombs room. That'll be melee. Good. Alright, watch your feet, watch your feet. Now just soak orbs. Again, damage is irrelevant. Just soak orbs.
Please, back.
Right, lights, you're going to do inner, please. Navlan middle, Robin outer. Dib, you're on inner. Gref, your middle. And Nile outer, please. Right, lights, you're going to do inner, please. Navlan middle, Robin outer. Dib, you're on inner. Gref, your middle. And Nile outer, please. Give these bombs room. That all been melee. Good. Alright, watch your feet, watch your feet. Now just soak orbs. Again, damage is irrelevant. Just soak orbs.
Waste back. Fun. People just like run to.
We're going. Break this now. 300 mil. 250. 100. 100 mil. And break. Alright, watch your feet. Over the orb.
Putting.
Job. Daunting. Give these bombs room and watch your feet. Bombs room. Alex, this is your GS. GS now. Good.
Landing.
Pick your side. Watch your feet. Holy orb in melee. Alright, lights, you're on the inner one, please. Dib middle, Gref outer. Navlan, you're going to do inner. Robin middle, Nile outer.
Hold in the back.
Rikus, I need your bark on this one. Falling. Good. Right, next blowback. Play this properly. Just soak orbs now.
Alright, who's back with me?
Yeah.
What up?
So
I'm back with ice cream.
Shut your face. So I was looking over the logs for this fight. Like our logs, the ones Bjornen hasn't posted up yet. And our entire problem is our Death Knight isn't doing enough damage.
Last couple of orbs.
Jeez. Yeah, we got like 6 pulls ago.
100 mil.
That's a serious
break
problem.
it.
We need to fix that.
Pretty sure every time I hear that phrase, I fucking hate that guy that much. That was one of the few people I actually yelled at.
I know, it was hilarious.
I mean, he kind of had it coming. Like,
Is it break time right now?
we have like 2.5 minutes left.
Makes
to
it
break.
back.
Gotcha. I've been muted, but I've been listening the whole time. You guys are funny to listen to.
I got knocked behind the guys
I
themselves.
should probably be a comedian, to be honest.
Watch your feet.
Nexa, can you go into the middle lane, please?
Give them room.
I'll be your #1 heckler.
Sweet. At least you'll come. That's what she said.
I always come.
God.
Always about your God. Chowder, I just don't want to hear about your bathroom adventures or where you found that sandwich. Okay, I lied. I do want to know. Can you hear me, Chowder?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was just eating that sandwich.
The one you found in its natural habitat?
Mm-hmm. Had a net and everything.
Solid. At least you're doing it right. But for real, I kind of think we have a healing problem. People keep dying.
There's clearly a healing issue.
I mean,
When my health hits 0, it's not my fault.
no.
You're a warlock. You're supposed to stand and shit, right?
Class fantasy.
Ian Icicles just told him to.
Why does he spell his name I-O-N? That's Ion. That's not Ian. That's... I can't deal with this right now.
You just lack vision, Gum.
Well, are you back?
I'm about to drop a Jeeves.
Oh yeah, that would be wonderful.
Probably wouldn't have to worry about it so much if you'd stop dying.
Maybe I just like hanging out with Jeeves.
Yeah, he does bring the party.
While the Jeeves is up.
Can we get a Blingtron 6K? Is that even possible?
Says a guy who
yeah, I
died
can
in
drop
dare
it.
roulette 4 times.
I'll get it.
Got a Blingtron coming up and back, I think.
Everyone should repair right now. Thank you. I need my legendary real quick. Alright.
We're good. I got a BB gun.
Alright, so we're all back from break. We've got some knowledge about this fight now, so I'm going to kindly ask that we as a team, we've got too many cooks in the kitchen, as they say. Too many chiefs, not enough braves. So let's try and limit the talking, unless you are designated leadership, so that we can be on the same page here, and remember to keep your eyes open for those circles. Sinjin, you can't find that racist. You are a ginger boy.
Yeah, I'm Irish as they come.
Claiming it's racist is cultural appropriation.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check your color.
3, 2, 1.
Move from the orb or not.
I didn't see I was under it if it was me.
Gonna have a holy one.
Holy range.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's just chilling back there.
So are we just saying holy range, or are we actually doing it like? I don't
We're
know.
not-
I thought we weren't calling it out.
We're not.
Okay.
Can I get a res?
Jeez, Gum.
It's a legitimate question.
I have a fast cast, but not that fast.
Should have brought your paladin.
I should have. Then it'd be even faster.
See, stream, how those stairs work there is you initially get a color, right? It's going to be either like holy or fel. And then you can't touch any of the opposite color. So if you had fel, you don't want to touch the holy ones, right? But if you had holy,
Is there a weak over for that?
Should probably watch a video on it.
I feel a Blingtron legendary in my future.
I feel disappointment in your future.
Yeah. Oh, I got a Goblin Glider clit. I'm not super disappointed.
What are those?
Shut up, Psycho.
Not your shoes. I'm in the Goblin Glider.
They're made out of Demon Hunter wings.
Ooh. Shit.
Takes all the bad Demon Hunters, clips their wings, give them to people who need them.
Did you clip them yourself?
All right, here we go, guys.
Blingtron gave them to me. I don't know how we got them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Four, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Oops.
Fell on holy.
Holy range.
3, 2, 1.
Holy melee, soak an orb.
You can ice block it off, Jor.
Yeah, I should have. Ah, now I'm down the hole. Sinjin, I think you're going to win this race.
Are you above me? Oh yeah, there you are.
So what melee was on holy side just then? Because if you were on holy side, you didn't turn around and catch orbs.
Well, here's the deal. It's really hard to see anything that's like back there at all if you're melee.
But it was called out.
And I put it up there for you.
I just got to get better at
Just have range stand a little bit closer.
Alright. I moved the markers so we're standing a little closer. So if you are fell ranged on the holy side, right? If I have the fell mark, you should be standing about right here. Ditto for the other side. So if I have the holy mark on the fell side, standing maybe a little bit closer.
And okay, and as far as the callouts go, like if you're gonna call it out, we're gonna need to reach. Like I understand the consensus is we don't want it called out because we don't want confusion, but it was called out, and it was like fell melee or something or holy melee, and that could mean so many things. So we need to have like a consensus. What does fell melee mean? Does that mean fell need to soak, or does it mean like fell melee need to soak, or does it mean it's on melee and fell needs to move?
Melee need to soak.
So you're calling out the side and the group that needs to soak. Is that right?
Yeah. Or at least that's how I've been taking it.
Okay. So if you say holy range, that means the holy people on the fell side will be soaking?
I would go with just call out the side that it's on. So if you're calling out holy side, so holy ranged means if you are on the holy side, their range needs to soak.
Okay.
At least that's how I would kind of interpret it on the fly. Yeah, what he said, what was said in chat there. Yeah, there should be a total of 4 spots we're standing on, other than the tanks. They're doing their own thing. You got the markers, and then you got like on the boss's feet on either side. And then just move it around as needed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Four, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Move up, make sure you're on the markers. Seagrain, you're way too far back. You can scoot up.
Oh shit, we're all alive.
Range hug the wall, range hug the wall, range hug the wall.
Let melee by, soak your lanes.
Somebody touch the tips.
So yeah, the fell side stacking was a little off there. We need to be a little tighter on those markers.
You mean melee?
No, they're ranged on the melee side. We're too far back. We made the melee like run like 20 yards back. I was also guilty.
Alright. Zordred, are you here?
I heard my name, what?
You're coming in.
Okay.
I have a question. When she puts that orb in the back, is it like it's not on the timer, is it?
What?
When she puts the spell she used to put the orb in the back, is that spell on a timer?
Yes.
It is.
Okay.
It's just random which one it's going to go to.
What's the name of it? You know the name of the spell?
Something fragmentation.
Okay.
It's a spontaneous fragmentation.
Alright. I'll just asking so that I know that, like, when the spell goes off, I can just have my eyes backed up.
If you look at that countdown timer, the icon's gonna be a person with like an orange orb in the middle of him and fire because he's exploding behind him. That's the icon for when that cast goes off.
Alright.
We do need to stack a little bit more, and range stacking closer does make it easier for melee to see the circles when they need to be soaked. But with the stacking, it makes it really hard to see the circles when we're stacked up tight. And that's fine. We're going to have to deal with that because we do need to stack. But you guys, when you're stacked, you need to pay super close attention because you're going to have the aura. Everybody's got like that aura of the color they are. It's kind of like sparkles around your feet. And that will, kind of cover up the circle. So make sure you are looking for circles. You have your cameras pointed straight down or like bird's eye view so that you can see if there's a circle underneath you because you got to react fast.
That makes sense.
Did we get a summon for Paladin Boy?
Does Zord need a quick explanation?
I wouldn't mind it.
So here's the deal, Zord. You are a healer, so you are going to stack with the melee group of the color that you are assigned.
Okay.
So if you are Fel, you're going to stack with the melee Fel side. Okay? And as far as the circle mechanic goes, you need to catch the circles that are the same color as you. And the circles will spawn under players of the opposite color of you. So it'll be, for you, it'll be the circles that spawn near the ranged group. And when you see that circle, you know that you need to go stand in it and let it hit you instead of the ranged DPS because it's your same color. However, you are a healer, so I don't want you worrying about that. You have enough to worry about with the extra damage, so don't worry too much about the circle mechanic. The most I want you worrying about it is moving out of it if you're standing in it and it's not your color. Okay, so don't try to catch the orbs. Just try and get out of the way if it's the wrong color circle underneath you. Does that make sense?
Got it. And then just the colors. It's for me. It'll be the same as heroic. Same correct sides.
Yes.
Okay.
The only difference is you're stacking with the melee the whole time with the color. So just be in the melee group of the correct color.
Would he enjoy the weak auras that we were
I'm getting the weak auras right now.
So the weak aura is if it gives you a different assignment. So right now mine says behind outer and light. That means I'm targeted with light. However, I need to go to the opposite side. So, for example, if one of two things is going to happen when we get assignments. It's either going to say camp, in which case you just go to the melee of whatever color you're assigned. If the weak aura says something along the lines of, behind outer, or middle, or inner, then go to the opposite side of your infusion and stand with the ranged.
So if it says anything other than camp, go to the opposite side.
Anything other than camp, go to the opposite side and stand.
Got it. Okay.
Ranged. Hopefully that won't happen at all because you're a paladin healer. But I mean, fuck, man, I have to do it like every fucking pull. I've gotten camp like 3 times.
I'll be ready for it then.
But hopefully, since you're a paladin healer, it won't be that big a deal.
All right, I have the Soak Week aura.
I want to try a different combination of cooldowns. Sorry if I die when I get hit by a hammer. Don't judge me.
I rerolled from Paladin last expansion. I couldn't if I wanted to.
Caster Endure.
I'm ready.
I'm here.
All right, give it its armor.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think I forgot tricks.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Stack up if you can.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Oh boy.
No! Oh shit. Sorry, Allie. Wasn't paying attention.
Before the fight starts, can we like drop TVs and everything like back by blue or something, because it was all on top of the spawn points?
Can we drop what now?
Drop like the TVs, the cookie dispensers, all back by the door, because one of the things spawned like right underneath the green. You could barely see it.
Rip.
Executed.
Yeah, she hits hard.
And punched the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, she would have just killed me there. I forgot tricks. That's my fault.
Hey, could I get the singular version of the Soak one? I got the all version.
Oh yeah, that one's hard. At first I was using both, but
All right, downloading.
Let me know when it's done downloading for you.
All right, I got it.
hold on one second.
Five,
Watch your feet. Watch for the...
2, 1. Beware.
Sigrain, you gotta stay up in melee.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
What are you doing?
Range to the sides, range to the wall, range to the wall.
Oh.
Zord, you stood right in that swirly. That's why you got that bomb right there at the end.
Yeah, I saw that. I shielded it off. So it said camp and I ran to square and I was on holy side. Is that good or bad?
So camp means you stand on the line. You're not responsible for soaking anything.
Right.
If you were marked holy and you were on blue side, that's correct.
Sweet.
On fell side that time, I still couldn't get to being front outer. There was still some people with a different color I couldn't get by.
Yeah. There were some people waiting to drop off bombs and prevented us from moving forward. So the lesson to be learned is to don't catch those swirlies at the end there, because if you do, it's going to probably wipe us.
Gotcha.
So, a lot better on the circles. Just be doubly conscious about the heroic mechanics, because they're twice as deadly.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Fell dodge.
Melee on star. Never mind.
4,
Melee on star.
2, 1. Beware.
Oh.
To the edges.
Range to the wall, range to the wall, range to the wall.
So Grain, go on the inside track.
Sinjin? Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's gone.
What the fuck? Oh, did an orb reach the end?
Yeah,
I think
quite a few.
several.
Okay.
If you die, you're not gonna soak whatever passes you. But that, I mean, that was good. We got to that, and people were starting to soak.
But who is it I serve?
Sigreen, you were on the wrong side.
If it says behind outer, that would mean... What color were you marked with, Sigrain?
Just a fail icon, then behind outer.
No, what color did you have at that time, though? Not what you were assigned.
Fel.
You were fel? So if it said behind outer, then you would need to be by star, close to the wall. That would be the orbs you're catching. If ever you're behind, this is for everyone, if you're ever assigned to behind, you need to be on the opposite side of what color you're assigned. I mean, what debuff you have, right? Because so we know that green and red is fel, right? So melee Fel players will be catching the Fel orbs on the Fel side.
So, behind means you're not going to be.
Okay, so I'm sorry. The last one, it told me front middle, and I was holy, but I had a Fel icon. So I mean, obviously I can't touch the Fel orbs.
Melee, nothing's changed for you. Everything's the same about this fight. Besides the fact the circle mechanic is the only thing that's different. So, melee, you go to your assigned side and you soak either the whatever the weak aura is telling you. If it's telling you middle, outer, or inner, you soak that lane on the side on the color that you are. So if you're Fel, you would be on red, soaking whatever the weak aura assigned you, middle, outer, or inner. Okay, and if you're holy, you'd be on blue, soaking whatever lane the thing assigned you. So melee, I want you guys to understand that this fight has barely changed at all for us. The only difference is we have to catch all the orbs and the circle thing that we've practiced in phase 1. So don't overthink it, melee. It's only complicated for ranged. And this, as far as this weak aura goes, Bjorn, does it assign you right when the fight starts?
Anytime she swaps the colors.
Okay,
Because
so
I mean, it's going to change, you know, once we get over to the other side and stuff. So then it's going to rearrange people when that happens.
Right. Okay.
And it's easy to check because your name is highlighted in your class color.
Yeah, that's why if you do the everybody, at least yours shows up with your class color nice and bigger than everybody else's, but it's whatever one you want to use.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Four, 3, 2, 1.
Move.
Punch-in.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Whoa.
I think I took part of that hammer hit. Maybe not.
I think people just waited too long to jump in that time.
That might have been me.
No, if you have unstable soul and you like get the color again or you touch someone, you instantly blow up.
No, I wasn't near anybody. I think I just like took too long to step off.
It's fine. We just need to get the hang of phase 1, and then we're gonna need to get the hang of phase 2. And once we do get the hang of phase 1, it's gonna take us forever to get the hang of phase 2 because, I mean, the amount of time we have to get in position to catch all the orbs is not a lot. Shut up, Polo!
Did we ready check?
Not yet.
Hey, Gum, you ready?
Just to clarify, so I don't fuck it up when I inevitably get it, front middle means the inner ring, right?
Yeah,
It's the middle ring in the front.
Yep, inner is towards
Okay.
the hole. Camp is either of the two lines.
So front means closer to the boss then?
Yep.
Yes.
And
Okay.
then it's the icon you see, it's that side. So holy, front, middle.
4, 3, 2.
Perfect, thank you.
1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Four, 3, 2, 1.
My vigil continues. But who is it?
Can we have melee group up a little bit better?
Well, we were
The
dodging.
reason
Are
why
you
I
talking about
ran into you is because I had the orb and I was running away and cutting it back towards you. If you run into me, I can't help that.
Yeah, like
there was somebody standing between me and the orb, like not moving.
I think that orb actually hit Seagrain because I was on the star side and I went to run in to get it and it hit Seagrain.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. I got the bomb thrown in my ass. I got all huge and couldn't see it.
That's why you got the bomb thrown on your ass.
That was unstable.
Is there like a general stack area
you
want melee?
No, just mainly range on the boss. In a, I don't want to say like right on top of each other because I want you guys to be able to see the circle, but stacked pretty closely enough that you're not all over the place, but with enough space in between each other that you guys can see the ground and see if there's a circle underneath you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like, you see like, look at me, Streamline and Zord. Like this. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like this.
Damn it, Streamline. Like Zord, Polo, and Castragosa, kind of like, you want to stack kind of like that. Like they're pretty close to each other, but if they look at the ground, they can see it and they'd be able to see a circle.
Alright.
I love you, Greg.
Get the hell out of here. But, I mean, I don't want to assign it too much because it's going to have to be reactive. What I want you to do is just make it easy for whoever needs to pick up the orb. I just, whatever you can think to do to make it easier for them.
Basically,
do that.
a path.
Yeah, just give them a wide berth. Unless you're the one who's supposed to be soaking, then, then go soak. But, and, I mean, melee, even if somebody does, like we were saying earlier, it behooves you to soak even if somebody's already there ready to soak because it gives you damage buff. So if you can, more of us get that damage buff, the easier time we'll have. Actually, I don't even know if that's true because we're probably going to need 3 phases no matter how many times we soak the buff. As long as we don't get 4 phases.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Four, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Melee needs the soak star.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Your world's hope dies with you.
Did Star get soaked, Allie? Because I saw the circle, but then it like went away.
Yeah, I think someone soaked the last minute.
Alright.
The circle goes away when the orb spawns.
You got soaked. We just had people overlap.
Oh shit, I went the wrong way, I guess. No, I didn't.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Get to your side.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Soak on start.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
I was just leaving it there for you.
Yeah, it was convenient.
That wasn't though.
Mama.
No, that was my bad. I jumped in the hole with other people and I got knocked behind the wrong color melee.
What's the command for DBM?
/DBM.
Oh. That was easy. For some reason, I like moved my thing like way off somewhere else. I gotta put it back.
Keep it in your pants.
I mean, I don't think there's anything we can do about getting kind of knocked around if you jump in the hole with Bomb and others, right? Except spreading more before we jump.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
There's really nothing we can do to stop me from being knocked all over the place if I jump in the hole with Bomb with other people, except spreading a little bit more before we make the jump, right?
Right.
Like, get away from each other. Don't be close.
Right. And for that reason, it's also important that that last fell hammer that goes out before she transitions, nobody can get bombs from those swirlies, because that will just fuck up the whole transition phase. So, moral of the story, if you get bombs, do be apart from each other players that have bombs, so that you're not knocking each other around when you come out of the pit with your bombs.
It's kind of also important to note, say you're on Holy side, and there are 3 of you that each get a bomb, and you're all the same infusion Holy. Don't kind of move and spread over close to the fell melee. to avoid knocking each other around once you jump in the hole with the bomb. You've got to kind of stay between Maiden and the ranged fell. Not too close to the ranged fell, but not close to the fell melee. You feel me?
I got you on me. Like threading a needle.
You can man psych call him. I don't care what Ellie says.
Wait, what did Ellie say?
Nothing, I'm fucking with you.
Oh, because I was about to say, I don't care what Ellie said about you either.
Stream's ready. Jack's ready. Give it a timer.
Five, four, three, two, one. Four, three,
Soak on stuff.
one. Beware.
We shouldn't have moved Maiden. Should have kept her there.
I soaked it though.
Well, I
did
gotta
it
sign
right.
some. I gotta sign something, and holy crap, that icon is huge.
All right, take a short break. Get some water or something. Go to the bathroom.
Nord, are you using the one that tells just you, or can you see what everyone is assigned?
Just you, but I have both.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you arrange it to size like maybe 12, it's pretty solid, I think, in weak auras.
Gotcha. All right. Why did I release?
Bam, you like those reses?
Who gave me a book?
I want a book. Hook it up, Psycom.
It's written in binary.
This entire game is written in binary.
I'm not.
That's what you think.
I mean, is it written in binary or is it compiled? Like, let's be honest here.
Don't throw your professional CS bullshit at me, Gum. It ends up as binary one way or another.
Trade me Psycom. I'll take the book.
Oi, cunt!
Oh shit.
Did they take out that fucking shit where you can't fucking pan your camera out by putting in that text command?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Scared the fucking shit out of me. Jeez.
You're talking about max camera distance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bastards put a cap on it.
It gives you a competitive edge, Aura.
That's bullshit.
No, it's fine. Like, right now, the way I position myself, I can see ranged with my camera pan. I'm trying to figure out ways I can, like, cheat it more.
I know that's the excuse they gave Psycom, but that's bullshit. If that was the case, make all like the arena be first person only.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I tried tanking an ESO. That was fucking terrible. Like, once you have 3 mobs or whatever, you can't see shit. You can't see who's getting the fuck beaten out of them. It's pretty awful.
Wait, you played ESO in first person?
Yeah, I tried it.
Ew.
And I was like, wow, having 6 abilities really fucking sucks.
Talking about ESO.
Yeah.
You have 6 ability slots, but you have like 8 million abilities to choose from.
Yeah, but they, I mean, let's be honest here. Come on now.
Crystal Shards is life.
Oh god, it's the lamest spell ever. Throw a rock.
Throw a rock, knock him down. Throw a rock, knock him down. PvP was fun.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Four, 3, 2.
There is good news though. If we get past this phase perfectly and do the orbs perfectly, it's kind of like we beat the boss because it's just a rinse and repeat.
Yeah, that's it. Like, this is it. Just this new weird mechanic, and then we have to catch all the orbs in phase 2, and that's it. Like, that's literally the entire fight. Just repeat.
Okay, we're doing a non-DPS poll, and we are going to get to the transition phase without fucking killing each other. And since there's no DPS to be done, you guys will be able to handle the mechanics and dodge swirlies perfectly, right? So, no DPS. We're going to get to the transition phase, and we're going to do our best to get through the transition without DPSing the boss.
Alright, go stand where you're supposed to stand, though, just because you're not DPSing. death.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beware. Four, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
So Green, you're gonna have to be a lot faster at moving those circles.
Range to the wall.
I was so excited. I finally got the camp icon and I didn't get to do anything.
I did mechanics right. I'm excited too.
Yeah, we still have to be in position. Like, what? I don't know what non-DPS means to you guys, but like, still be where you're supposed to be. Like that. The whole point of doing this is so that we're practicing doing mechanics. It's not. Let's take a breakdown.
When we do transition, range that are soaking in the behind, do you still want to be close up so that healers can reach you on both sides? Because it's going to be a lot of damage going out there. Yeah, you heard me, Polo. Soak it in the behind.
Alright. DPS poll. Go ahead and DPS heal, do everything that you need to kill this boss. This is a for reals poll, and by for reals I mean, you know, don't get bombs 0.5 seconds into it and kill a group.
I'm ready, Greg.
You sounded like a lazy college girl when you said that.
Sweet. Shut up, Chowder.
Shut up, Gum.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check your color.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Oh shit, that was a foul. Fell.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Like with the soap things, whether it's a swirly or a circle, your color is never going to spawn under you. So if there's like some sort of something under you, just move, because it'll never be your color.
Well, that's almost true. The first circle, the very first one right when we pull the fight, is pretty random because people are switching sides, and it happens while we're switching sides. So, what Caster said is true, but on that very first circle, only the first one, you need to be aware, because it could be, you know, spawning right in the exact spot that we need it to, or it could be, you know, it could be anywhere because people are swapping sides. Put a timer.
Five, four, three, two, one. Four, three, two, one. Beware.
Back in. Range, back in, closer.
Beware.
That was my fault. I was running to the center and a fell thing spawned like right in front of my path. My bad.
I forgive you.
Thanks.
So, everybody's clear on how this works, right? We're just failing to execute it, or is there anybody who's unclear, like a little bit shaky on their understanding of what we're trying to accomplish here?
And be honest, we won't judge you.
I don't know about you, but I will.
Just your transmog.
Like, seriously, knowledge is power, guys. If you have questions, ask them.
You say
Well-
power, is it like a buff?
If you have questions, ask them early, because when we get to like 50 polls and you're asking a question about, you know, something that was explained 20 times tonight, I'm gonna be a little upset and I will judge you a little. That's why I'm asking now. I'm giving you your last chance. Is anybody unclear on how these mechanics are working?
Well, I understand, you know, I mean, stay out of stuff and all that other good things. But I mean, like, what is it exactly that's one-shotting the entire raid?
It is the bombs going off. And
when you have a bomb on you and you do something that would trigger another bomb, it automatically explodes, and it's 5 million damage because you're not in the hole and we all die.
Okay, see, that makes sense. I mean, I know the bombs like do a ton of damage, but I mean, I didn't know it would like absolutely trigger another one.
Yes, if you have a bomb on you, you cannot fuck up anything else at that point, or it just blows up.
All right, so basically, if you have the bomb, you better be over here by the edge waiting for that countdown to go off to 2.
Yeah, which is where it's, if you get a bomb and it's not one of the 3 mandatory ones, it's close to a wipe then and there, unless you can immune it or, yes, get to the side. But
See, yeah, I've been every time I get a bomb in the first phase here, I've been cloaking it off, except for like 2 or 3 times where I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll save my cloak. But I mean, that's just kind of, I didn't know it could trigger a second bomb, and then that just fucked us all up.
No, definitely cloak early and cloak often. Because that bomb, when it's on you, also does a shitload of ticking damage.
That should help you, Jack.
Fucked up, Joe.
Hey, now you understand, though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Four, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Range stack up.
Fell, holy side, fell range. Move up a little closer.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
My vigil continues. But who is it I serve?
Yeah, range is easy. Pretty much you just stack on the flag on that side.
Just make sure you're moving in to catch the orbs. We had a holy orb on fell melee side that didn't get caught.
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
Well, that's
too.
because we all died trying to get in.
If you're ranged and you're standing behind the triangle or the star, you're not going to make it. Like, you won't be able to help soak because you're too far back. There's no way you can make it into melee range before it goes off or before it gets out. So you're standing too far back. Those markers should be idea. Range should be stacked on triangle or star at almost all times unless you're dodging.
I got a G's up in the back. I was getting pretty low, so I figured everybody else should be low.
I would like to repair.
All right, we're already at 28 wipes, so let's try and get some understanding and awareness here.
Five, four, three, two, one. Four, three, two, one. Beware.
Seagrain, you gotta move in to melee more. You either gotta be melee or range. You gotta be one or the other.
4, 3, 2.
Orb's about to spawn.
Beware.
Seagrain, you gotta move.
Okay, no, that one's not his fault. I mean, it's a little bit because he was slow, but you guys have to wait. Like, the orb wasn't even spawned yet, and you guys are already moving into the circle. Like, give him a chance to get out the way.
Well, I mean, why is he backpedaling then? Why isn't he going forward to the right or left?
Well, he went to the right, and if we would have given him a chance to move, like, it would have been fine. But people, like, literally ran into him while he was standing still.
Well, don't backpedal, Zagrain. It is counterproductive in any situation. Just go left, right, forward.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, you should be, moving and, you want to go forward or you want to sidestep. But that one time, that wasn't his fault.
I don't know. If everybody else had time to move and you're the only one standing, then you probably had time to move.
But you also had time to wait for him to move.
It's a team effort, guys.
I'd like to toss out there, when you're a tank, it's acceptable to backpedal.
Yes.
So I'm just, whatever, guys. I'm just saying.
It's true. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I mean, as a mage, I always fucking blazing speeded backwards.
You have a mage?
Little fucking G.
Yeah, you don't remember? He came in on his mage.
And there was like 6 other mages, and they made me switch.
Oh yeah, I remember this story.
And thus the legend of the feather.
No, I switched to Sinjin at that point.
You switched to Sinjin.
And then I went to Unholy, and then I started this one as Unholy, and then Neo, and then back to Sinjin, ironically.
Who are you gonna be next for you two?
I'm thinking my monk.
You are not. You're being Sinjin. We need a freaking shaman healer.
You are being sentient.
It's okay. He won't let me play my mage. Understand?
You don't even want to play your mage. Shut up.
I know. I do. We do like alt night Sundays, and you're not there. So
2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Melee on star.
Orb spawning.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3. Beware. Destruction.
Range to the wall. Range to the wall. Wait for melee to go by.
all right, one more poll, and then we're calling it for the night. That was better in phase 1, but
I see. I got 2 orbs.
I mean, we had a ranged on Fell side. We had a holy range standing, waiting to drop off a bomb, and that just can't happen. We just can't have anybody having bombs there because you're blocking the quickest path to get in position. It happens, I understand, but it just can't. So if you're holy, okay, well, yeah, if you're holy, and the green swirlies are happening, like holy players, you need to pay 20 times more attention because there won't be a time for you to.
Did Greg stop talking or did my mic go deaf?
DC.
Oh.
So in that second phase, when we're picking up them orbs, because I had front middle last time, I'm picking up the holy orbs because I was holy, and each time I took one, I was taking damage. So I mean, is that like supposed to happen? I've never noticed that in heroic.
She's gonna do a ton of damage during that blowback phase, and that's when healers are popping cooldowns and a lot. But yeah, that's when a lot of the damage is gonna come out.
You're also taking damage just because you have an infusion type as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
when you get infusion, that's a pretty hard hitting dot in and of itself that everybody's got.
Yeah, I mean, because I'd get like 3 or 4 orbs and be like super low health. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think minor personal defensive cooldowns would be bad at that point.
Well, I think, for rogues, I think elusiveness would be a better talent than cheat death on this fight.
Yeah.
Just because it's an extra 30% damage reduction.
Hey, Gum, do you think you can give me some tips?
I'm gonna just give you the tip. I'll give you the whole thing.
No, you just get the tip.
Jesus.
Can we cancel this poll? I'm aroused.
Alright, last pull of the night, guys. Let's make it count. If you're marked with holy at the beginning here, just be aware that you cannot get bombs before the transition. You have to be twice as careful as Fell players.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Nope, that was you again, Seagrain. You stood in it.
Watch out.
I didn't see it.
You're on the wrong side. Stream.
Orb is spawning.
I mean, I res doing this on time.
Orb is spawning.
Oh.
We've got a ways to go.
Hey, it's not Mistress though.
I know, right? Honestly, I'm just excited this isn't Mistress.
Feels good.
Yeah, that was a good call. Stream. I thought you were on the same side I was.
Alright, well, we have a nice preview of what we're doing tomorrow night, so come with your rating pants on and your ability to see colors and differentiate between green and yellow. And we'll get some good pulls in tomorrow night. Once again, I just want to say congratulations to the whole team for getting Mistress down after 300 some odd wipes. It was super awesome, so good job, guys. Maybe tomorrow night we'll